Manawa, the great warrior. For a long time, Menawa stared out over the grand sweep of the land and the tiny town. His people called him, but he stood there like a stone man until the sun had set. At last he turned away. When his warriors asked why he had stayed in one spot so long, he replied, "Last evening I saw the sun set for the last time, and its light shine upon the treetops and the land and the water, that I am never to look upon again. No other evening will come, bringing to Manawa's eyes the rays of the setting sun upon the home he has left forever." Manawa, whose personal bravery in war had earned him the title of the Crazy War Hunter, was leading his people across Alabama's Tallapoosa River for the last time, headed for the dark lands beyond the Mississippi, where the Great Father had insisted they must now live. For years, the great Creek chief had resisted the government's removal plan. To buy time for his people, he had even fought on the side of the white man he despised and distrusted. Finally, he bowed to the pressures of the state and the government. There was no other alternative, he told the council. They must leave and survive, or be ground under the boots of the white man, or die under their guns. Manawa was the strong man of the Creek. Colonel McKinney called him the Indian Rob Roy of the southern frontier of the early 1800s. Drover, marauder, crafty traitor, warrior, and skillful war captain, he was hated, feared, but respected by the white settlers along the Cumberland River. In the Battle of the Horseshoe, March 27, 1814, he was wounded 7 times, but fought until he collapsed. At twilight, the battle was over. 1,000 warriors had gone to war. Only 70 survived. Manawa advised his men to return to their homes and submit to the victors, and each man make his own peace as best he might. When the Creek Nation was split over the Indian removal question, Manawa led the anti-American faction against William McIntosh, the Creek chief who supported Washington. After McIntosh signed the Treaty of Indian Springs on February 12, 1825, in which the Creek sold their lands, the Creek Council ordered the death of McIntosh and the other chiefs who had signed the treaty. Manawa was selected as executioner. "75 days after the treaty signing, Manawa and a band of warriors killed McIntosh and his followers. In an attempt to heal his nation's wounds, Manawa led a delegation of Creek to Washington in January 1826 to sign a new treaty with Secretary of War James Barbour. Colonel McKinney was the witness. During this visit, McKinney persuaded Manawa to pose for his portrait. The Creek chief agreed, but only on the condition that a copy be given to him. During the Seminole War, General Thomas Sidney Jessup, a former aide to Jackson, asked Manawa to serve with another Creek chief, Opotha Yaholo, as a mediator in the Seminole War. After both chiefs were unsuccessful as arbitrators, Manawa led his warriors into the swamps to fight at the side of the white men he detested. Like Opotha Yaholo, he had one request: that he and his family be permitted to remain on their land and not be forced to travel across the Mississippi. He returned to find his lands confiscated, his herds gone, his family moved west. Menawa quietly packed his few belongings and prepared to join his wife and children. The night before he left, he gave the copy of his portrait to an old friend, a white man. "I am going away," he said. "I have brought you this picture. I wish you to take it and hang it up in your house, that when your children look at it, you can tell them what I have been. I have always found you true to me, but great as my regard for you is, I never wish to see you in that new country to which I am going. For when I cross the great river, my desire is that I may never again see the face of a white man."